Wayne, from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan-Hare, this matchup has had it all. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. Bulldogs pulled one out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. We've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came away with it, and Auburn got to think about that for a whole year.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air. It's Milwin. It's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll go to the toss. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Takes a handoff. It's Lindsey. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Play action on first down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. With the catch, it's Kane. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and then I can get them the ball that can make something happen. He's one of those guys, and that's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Back to pass, it's Baldridge. Pulls it in, it's Davidson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it inaccurate and easy.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to power it in. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense got it there on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Nolan. Finds the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the boot, looking for his man. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And the Tigers in the hurry-up. He's got the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And they will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the handoff. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room.
Breaks into the open. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They want to run it left here. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Auburn offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the tight end. throw on first down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
Unloads quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Oh, just steamrolling the defense. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that.
Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Under fire. And they're not on the same page there. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Rushes on him. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offside, and this is going to be a first down.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's got him wrapped up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on 4th down. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Back to pass. It's Baldridge. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting up.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half with a run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Baldridge. Finds his big tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He might want another play. Shotgun snap on third down. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just
hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab on the shuffle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia sends out the punt team. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll run the counter. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers are on the move. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Touchdown, Tigers! The give to the back. Just ran over it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the RPO, complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not a surprise that they're losing in the 4th quarter because they haven't gotten him involved yet.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well? More of it in the future, finding some things here late that they did well.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Toss sweep right. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The RPO, it's complete. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's a heat. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw. It's Akbar. Trying to burn this defensive back. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry.